I'm Rafe Payne. My wife Jan and I, and Luke, began attending Granada Heights Friends Church in 1994. One of the things that really attracted us to Granada was the missions program. Being an old missionary kid, I was born in Nigeria in 1942. I am that old. I had instilled in me by my father and mother the need for churches, local churches, to support missionaries around the world. And even when we lived in the States, my father gave a great deal of his income as a doctor to missions. So when we first came to Granada and saw the marvelous, actually, in my opinion, huge missions program, we were just blown away. And we became aware of Faith Promise and how Granada over the years had literally faithfully fulfilled their missions commitment in faith with Faith Promise giving. Didn't quite understand it, but as we spent more time at Granada, we came to understand how many people had trusted God for what they felt He was going to be able to provide them to be able to give to missions. So Jan and I participated in that in a standard way. We never ever just said, okay, we'll trust God for whatever we put down on the card. Actually, what I always did was put an amount on the pledge card and then wrote a check every month. And sometimes when I forgot that month or didn't have enough that month, I'd make it up the next month, or certainly by the end of the year. Well, fast forward to last year, and the really key and beautiful thing that happened this last year. Luke got engaged, and Jan and I were thinking, how can we help Luke and Jen with wedding expenses? So I realized that the interest rates for mortgages were lower than I was currently paying. So we decided to refinance the house and use some of the equity to help Luke and Jen. Well, part of the process and the closing costs of refinancing was that the loan company insisted that we pay up front for a full year of property taxes. So that was just built right into the closing costs. Done. October rolls around, I sign my pledge card, and then Orange County sends its property tax bills or statements to the residents in November. And you have your choice. You can pay all of it or half of it at a time. So early December, I write out a check to Orange County tax collector for half of the amount, like I normally would have done over the years. Didn't think anything about it, sent it in. Just after Christmas, I received back in the mail a refund for the money that I had sent to the Orange County tax collector, because I had already paid for a whole year of taxes and I had forgotten about it. So as soon as I opened up the check and looked at it, and it was an instantaneous thought. As soon as I looked at that and knew where it came from, I go, oh yeah, Faith Promise. And that was really cool.